So I apologise for the delay, but I finally got to listen to Aphex Twin's new EP for Collapse, which I have to say is one of the best music releases this year alongside Death Grips' Year the Snitch and the Gorillaz' new album, The Now Now. I was listening to it, on my spare time, and I have to say, impressed in many corners. It's definitely not quite as ambitious as something like Drax or the Chosen Lord's EP, but it's a nice entry into his catalog, nonetheless. It's definitely more drum and bass driven, or what he would call like drum and bass. I've done it, with my Cornish roots. So he done it in that sort of way, and he often puts like computer coding language in his titles, and this is not different from that. It very much harkens back to kind of what he'd done on Cyro, but it's definitely a bit more modern in terms of the sound and the grooves than Cyro itself. But it's not also quite as experimental as something like Drax. I can't really pronounce the titles too well, but I am a fan of the one that was supposed to be used on the Adult Swim channel. It was T69 Collapse, which is the one with the extreme flashing images, strobe lighting, which failed the Harding test of all things. And I just thought that was, quite intense on the beats, especially that sort of sound that happens in the middle toward the end of the tune, which I just thought, okay, this is almost like listening to that Monkey Torture song. Oh my god, I Switch 7, that was on Drugs, which I think is one of his best tunes. But and it also mixes up a little bit of Ventolin as well with the I had to do the sounds. I just had to. It impresses me, and it's nice to see him get back to form again, because he has been out of the shadows in the music scene for quite a while. One might argue he just doesn't want to deal with all the record industry stuff, but I know he's still on Warp, and I thought, he's gonna, switch to another label like Ninja Tune, but that didn't turn out that way. But regardless, I think it's fine, but it's not perfect, but it's definitely doable. If I was grooving on it, I'm sure you will too. Just don't watch the music video around someone who's epileptic, or otherwise they might be having a fit.